Nope. Alright. Whoops. Forgot to switch this back. There we go. Well, welcome back to Factorio. Apologies for the random popping and stuff. I totally forgot about the behavior of audio channels and stuff. Anyway, when last we left off, we were here on Aquilo. We've got a pretty tiny base. It runs It runs a nuclear reactor to stay warm and keep itself going. I think one of the things that we're probably going to have to do is we're going to end up having to make a second red dwarf. Second of the Mark IV. Just to be the Aquilo hauler, which will eventually, take the science out of here, but also just deliver it various supplies. In fact, next up we need to make a cryo plant, which will take some superconductors, processing units, refined concrete, and lithium plates. I have processing units and lithium plates. Oh, really? I thought I brought superconductors. Yeah, and we don't have any concrete either. Dang. Oh, okay, we just picked up some superconductors. Oh, and I'm also requesting, bots. And some rocket fuel. And holmium plates. Hello, Foxo. How are you doing today? At this particular junction in time. In a spot with very spotty internet. Fair enough. Stronger explosives stopped running, so let's switch to physical projectile damage. Refined concrete. Do you have it? Yes, you do. Cool. So yeah, once it picks this up, then I guess since Ulgora's a little busy, yeah, it's having a bit of a hard time. All right, let's just send the red dwarf back to Aquilo. We do have fuel, right? Yeah, we're all full up on fuel. So absolutely no problems there. Also, I realized something very unfortunate when I was checking up on stuff. Turns out, I completely forgot to actually export the VODs for parts 11 through 14. So unfortunately, those VODs are not available. I do have them locally though. I might upload them as pseudo VODs. And eventually I'll, edit them down and stuff. But yes, so superconductors and refined concrete. We'll be, definitely sending those down. I do find it funny how, the thruster flames don't, revert. Really? No, they do seem to have a slightly different effect once you get out. We have refined concrete. When do we get sophisticated concrete? This is the sophisticated. Well, perhaps. No, that's frozen refined concrete. There we go. There is refined hazard concrete, which acts just the same as, refined concrete. It's just got hazard striping, because, that's cool. Yeah, I like how I brought just a whole ton of heating towers, even though that's really not, that's surprisingly enough not really needed. Oh yeah. We've got, you that'll be digging up lithium brine. Oh, Red Dwarf arrived. That should be enough to build the thing, right? Yes, it is. Hazard concrete is OSHA approved concrete. Close enough, I guess. Where can I put this? I can put this here. There we go. We'll make exactly one cryoplant, because then I can have the cryoplants making more cryoplants. There we go, and we've, as a side effect, unlocked cryogenic science packs. Which will get us, the ability to just manufacture captive biter spawners. Which isn't, you know, super necessary, really. It'll get us quantum processors, which get us some, you know, some extra goodies. Rocket part productivity. Quite literally just make rockets faster and better. That's actually probably not a bad idea. To at least get, I don't know, 5 levels, 10 levels maybe. Yeah, if I get 10 levels, I can have twice as many rocket silos off the same input. That'll make Novice absolutely amazing. Also, access to the legendary quality. Foundation, which I can place on lava and oil oceans, as well as basically, as well as most water, not all water. Yeah, oil ocean, deep oil ocean, hot lava, regular lava, marshes, the wetlands, some of the other stuff. So, you know, cryoplants do get us some pretty good stuff. I guess probably, admittedly, one of the things I'm most interested in are these quantum processors. Because that not only gets me the railgun, including the handheld and turret version, it also gets me the fusion reactor, which I'll be very curious to see how that plays out. Yeah, it's like you build the fusion reactor, then you have to build the fusion generators, which I'm noting actually produce electricity directly, which is kind of... actually kind of blah. It's blah because of Aquilow's unique relation to heat. I don't have an electric heater. For, you know, whatever silly reason. Oh yeah, that's right. One of our biggest bottlenecks is just that we keep filling up on ice. I don't really have a good way to deal with that. Yeah, okay. But yes. So I will have to manufacture fluoroketones, which I make the hot variant, which is interesting. Yeah, I manufacture it at 180 C, and I can't cool it down by, like, dumping the heat somewhere, which is a bit blah. I will need fluorine for that, though, unfortunately. But yes. Let's find a spot for this. There we go. Ta-da! At least, you know, get a couple more cryoplants. Actually, these cryoplants are just, they're just fast. They don't give me, they also have just a ton of module slots. Although not everything they do can take efficiency modules, which is oof. But whatever. Oh yeah, this could do the acid neutralization recipe, which could be kind of fun to ship a couple. Also can make carbon, explosives, and some other crap. Let's see, so lithium. Yeah. Lithium brine. Yeah, okay. Not gonna worry about that recipe for now. What I do need to worry about is... There we go. Yeah, the fluoroketone. So I need to give it plain old lithium as well as fluorine and ammonia. Okay. So it looks like this ice thing is a problem that needs to be solved now. How am I making solid fuel? Am I making solid fuel at the moment? I don't think I am. Yeah, and it's kind of a pain because it's like... I can make solid fuel out of ammonia. But I don't know. Oh no, okay, no, here's, yeah. Here's where I'm making it. I am making solid fuel out of ammonia in particular. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, so ammonia does actually seem to be kind of the trickier thing, and... Or, no, maybe it was... No, I think this recipe actually is the more, water-intensive. Because we actually want to chew through as much water as we can. Because deleting water is a good thing. Actually, deleting water is a good thing. Do I have any tanks? Nope. I do have a fluid wagon and a pump, though. And some rails, so... Yeah. You know, after all this effort to, you know, build up some water so that we can get our power grid going, it's kind of funny how I'm now just like, no, just please, I need to get rid of this garbage. But yes. Okay, and then, I think to do anything with the fluoroketones, I have to feed it, I need cold stuff. The hot stuff is useless to me. And of course that takes a cryo plant. But then once it's cold, I can make the science, which I make one at a time. Oof. And I am noting, I do lose half the fluoroketones. I get the rest though, luckily. Yeah, I'm gonna need fluoroketone in massive quantities. Oh, actually. Interesting. The fluoroketone recipe is... Well, okay, the fluoroketone recipe is not intrinsically Aquilo, but that fluorine is a problem because I can't store it. I can't put it into a drum, which means I can't send it off into space. Luckily, if we look over here... You can see I've been running heat lines. Because, yeah, this is a fluorine pump. And luckily, the only thing fluorine is useful for is making fluoroketones. Actually, we're not going to disturb that one. Yeah, that's why I ran out of refined hazard concrete. It's because I literally have to, I have to concrete over this entire island, basically. Alright, well, that at the very least gets me, a pretty good idea of what I'm working with. Alright. Oh, of course, one thing I am forgetting, though, is power. I am gonna need to get power over here, somehow. It's gonna be awkward, but it's gonna be what I need, so... Okay. Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot that the game will give me an alert if I don't, claim a picked up item fast enough. Actually, no, I need to set it back one further. Because annoyingly, I do have to use these. Alright, well, that's that line figured out. Alright. Yeah, so then it's just the ammonia line. Alright, let's freeze out the base. Or maybe it won't be that bad. Seems like it's really not going to be that bad. Alright, cool, so... Now we got the cryo plant. It's complaining, because it, of course it is. Ah, yes, I do need to heat those, though. Alright. Oh, yes, that's right. I do recall this. Power poles don't freeze. So they're good to place kind of wherever. Oh wow, it surprisingly only has to get to like 30 C to fully melt the ice, although I suppose really it just needs to get above 0 C, but I think 0 C is the actual minimum. Nope, it's 15. Oh yes, that's right. My temperature threshold is 500 at this particular point, because at that point the heat exchanger would stop working, and then it'd kind of be killing power in the base. All right, and we're kicked in, or we are generating fluorine. There are a couple other fluorine vents all the way over here, but they're all the way over there, so we're not going to worry about that. Yeah, fluorine is just for the ketones. Ammonia does have, you know, a bunch of random uses, including these fusion power cells. Which, you know, considering I can't barrel ammonia, means that I have to make fusion power cells here. They do have a pretty high stack size, 50, and rocket capacity of 50, and they're 40 gigajoules each, so, you know. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Oh, no, it's just this again. Oh, my goodness. Perish. Where's my... Oh, yeah, that's right, it's just sitting here. Anyway, actually, I guess what I really should do while I'm just kind of faffing about here is start construction. Space, Aquilo, hauler. A rocket must deliver the space platform first. And the way that'll work is one of these rockets, because they're set for automatic rockets, automatic requests, is going to be requesting space platform starter pack. I am manufacturing those, right? Kind of, but also no, I'm not. Dang. Oh, we'll just give it 20. Yeah, that'll be a third of what it wants, so... And then limit that to 1. Don't want to be keeping around a whole bunch of these things. I just need it to, you know, be built remotely. Alright, cool. So then they'll be able to get that started. Okay, temp is dropping a bit. Ah, cool, but temp has dropped far enough for me to really justify throwing in another nuclear cell. I guess come to think of it, uranium fuel cells have the same stack size as fusion cells, and are only, like, 6 times weaker? Yeah, because it's 8 gigajoules there. Let's see. Should mention the fuel it allows. Whatever. But yeah, 40 gigajoules, so... yeah, it's only the fuel is only 5 times more dense. Although, one thing that is worth noting, from the little that I happened to, you know, take a peek at, it did mention the neighbor bonus. Increases the plasma temperature without increasing the amount of coolant used. Oh, well, okay, so it still goes through the same amount of fuel. Darn. Let's see. Generated in a reactor, consumed by the generator, cannot be moved in pipes, can only be moved through the fusion reactor and fusion generator. Okay, so they have to be placed adjacent. Temperature determines the energy value, also represents the coolant that travels with it, and the heated coolant is output by the fusion generator as the plasma is used for energy. Oh, so do I get all of it back? So 2 plasma per second will generate 2 hot fluoroketones per second. And it'll consume 4 and 4. Okay, so fluoroketones should be a closed loop then. That's cool. Nope. In fact, I think... Yeah, that's basically the only other thing that this is used for. So, I just have to figure out how to make this split work. I guess if I put the split... No, if I put the split there, then there's no space. Ah, nice, the Aquilo Hauler's finally been built. Alright. So now we just paste in the Red Dwarf Mark IV design on the Aquilo Hauler, and we tell this thing to get to work. Oh goodness, it's set up to also ask for a whole bunch of extra random garbage. Of which it basically doesn't need actually any of it. Anyway, they'll be able to. That'll be able to get to work on that. All right. Actually, this kind of works out. Remind me again what I need for the cryoplants. Oh yeah, cold fluoroketones, that's right. I don't think hot actually has any valid uses. I can barrel the stuff, but I think I can also barrel the cold stuff. Yeah, I can also barrel the cold stuff. So, I might as well just, do something kind of like that. There we go. So I'm taking the hot stuff, which basically has no uses. Yeah. Oh, well, okay. I guess come to think of it, I will want a gap, because... Actually, yeah, shoot. I'll want a pretty significant gap, actually. Because I'll need to have space for, like, pumps and stuff. Because essentially what I'm gonna have to do some fancy shenanigans, where basically I only actually pull the fluoroketones out of here, if we need more, which I guess does mean that I need tanks, which I don't have. I should get some. Luckily, I know a couple spots where I can get them. So, alright. I don't have anything worth exporting right now. Oh, hold on. Let's just send those down. And then I guess... honestly, just send you to Fulgora? Question mark? Yeah. That's really where I need them. Alright, I need to find a good spot to... Wait, I thought I picked up the... I did. Did pick up the tanks. Where'd they go? Oh, they're there. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, and then, so... that at the very least means that I can short freaking tank. Means I can flush a lot more of the network at once. Instead of like 1K, I can do like literally 26 times more. Ah, speaking of tank. Ooh. Animations. Alright, so now we've got 100 hot... 100 cold fluoroketones. And then we'll actually just say, if the level of hot fluoroketones drops too low, I guess? Yeah. We'll make it real low. If only I had just a teensy bit more space. Alright, well... I need this tank to work, so... turning it on. Alright. Oh nice, the Red Dwarfs made it to Aklo, and it's got the Logi bots, and it's gonna be picking up the construction bots. Eh? Oh, okay. Temperature dropped too low. Bah. Honestly, I think I might need to relocate the nuclear reactor. It's in a bit of an awkward spot. Yeah, so literally I just have to wait for the nuclear reactor to heat up, and then for that heat to run along all these stupid pipes. Actually, what am I doing? No, that line needs to be down here to run along these pipes. Oops. There we go. Oh, nice. I got our power kicked back on. To be honest, I should probably just not be messing with heat pipes right now. Our temperature's a bit too low to justify that right now. Alright. Honestly, it almost feels wrong, but I'm gonna turn off the Factorio music. We vibe into Purple Cat today. And that's all. Connect all but this last one. That should take the heat too badly. It is. It absolutely is. Alright, so this base is about to get chilled. It's chilled out. And surprisingly enough, that's a bad thing here. Hold on. Ah, damn. Oh, okay, cool. Factory must not grow. Ooh, got my internet back. Why are things frozen? Yeah, why are these things frozen? Because I haven't actually connected the heat pipeline to them yet. That's just how this planet works, man. The factory, indeed, must not grow too quickly. Otherwise you run into problems. Luckily, we're doing pretty okay. We've got solid fuel. We're making fluoroketones now. Yeah, of course, we're hand feeding it all the way, but you know, we're working on stuff. The Red Dwarf is waiting on shipments of rocket fuel. Cancel that. Just orders of holmium plates. It's gonna be delivering some bots to us, which would be nice. You know what? It's gonna take them a little bit, so why don't you actually fly to Vulcanus while I spend some time futzing with Fulgora? Because the problem is just there's no holmium plates. Oh, duh, because they're all getting eaten. I wonder, is that... Nope, too far to bridge. Okay, contents, enable disable, unless we have enough holmium plates. Which we'll just say, I don't know, 200. And currently there's 0 in there. Yeah, so Red Dwarf is currently transiting. Gonna get some some inserters, some poles, and some belts. Then we'll stop by Narvis. Pick up nuclear fuel. How's the Aquilo hauler doing? It's growing. It surprisingly is growing. Cool. Make another 60 of that. I'm gonna need more of these, though, unfortunately. I was hoping I wouldn't, but I do. Because at minimum, I need one more to make the cryoscience packs. Oh, which thankfully also take ice. So that'll be another sink for all this ice that I've built up. All right. Actually, do I have any more icebergs that I need / want to clear out? I don't think so. No, oh, no, okay, there is one more formation, out over here, which I might as well take. Because I gotta clear these out in order to make room for some other stuff. Plus, starter supplies and all that jazz. Phew, this line's actually pretty big. To be honest, one thing that I might do is bind this directly to the reactor somehow. Or if not directly, at least have it be very, very close. So as long as the reactor is to temp, we're good. But yeah, otherwise things are actually just kind of ticking along here. Pretty much the last thing that we'll need is lithium production, which unfortunately does require holmium plates. So the basic operation of this planet is actually dependent on having shipments. Aquilo just cannot be self-sufficient. At least if you wanted to do anything. Oh, okay. No, it only wants inserters and these from there, but from Narvis. What's taking so long? Oh, it's literally just the speed at which we're able to manufacture rockets. Pretty much. LDS is kind of slowing down, but it's not actually holding up any of these, so... Alright, and then... we've got the belts. We've got some undergrounds, which we're getting some more now. And then it'll be the splitters. Yeah, it'll take a while. Meanwhile, Fulgura's in a bit of a weird spot. The rocket infrastructure is pretty terrible on Fulgura, though, not gonna lie. There we go, though. So now it's much as it ever has, but now we shouldn't run into problems with these supercapacitors or superconductors, because now we could just always get holmium plates. And plus we have some holmium plates in storage for the rocket to request. Actually, we're gonna request 1,000. Oh, wow. Actually, Holmium stacks to 1,000 on rockets, so I guess I'll adjust this. There, we'll make it 1,200. Alright, and it looks like we're finally starting to go through some of our spare holmium. Also, we're all full up on refined concrete. Please, elaborate. Why is that, my friend? Oh, because this inner corner does weird things. Okay. Alright, well, it's gotta be hold all. There you go, well, that unjams that. Unfortunately, now there's just a whole bunch more crap to pick up and deal with and stuff, but whatever. And welcome to Fulgora. We have garbage. Oh yeah, speaking of, I do need to physically go down and visit Fulgora sometime. Actually, do I? Do I? Can I make Foundation remotely? Ooh. If I shipped in fluoroketones, lithium, carbon fiber, and tungsten plates, and well, no, I don't have to ship in stone. We've got stone. Actually, I think we have tungsten plates here on Fulgora, but I'd have to ship a bunch of other crap. And then that would let me get some foundations so that I can get the Roboport network out a little ways. But, yeah, not great. How's the rocket infrastructure? Building. That's it. Just building. Darn. Well, actually, I guess that kind of works out because I'm pretty sure we're not able to make the scaffolding fast enough. No, we have quite a bit of scaffolding. How much do we have? 3.7k. And the Aquilo hauler only needs 5,000. Okay. So you don't have enough in storage to fully build this thing out, but we can get surprisingly far. So, alright. I'll accept that. Do I not have a combinator? Doesn't look like I do. Dang. Do these neighbor bonus? It doesn't look like it. Darn. Reactors do, and honestly, being able to raise the heat a little bit more rapidly sounds pretty good right now. I'll also need blue circuits from somewhere. I kind of hate to do this, but we're gonna import them from Volcanus because now this is kind of busy. And Polgora's rock infrastructure is absolute garbage. Plus, it's not like we... Well, no, we've got a decent number of processing units for now, for some reason. I must have turned off the module manufacturers. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, so right now we've got an epic plant, a bunch, almost a full stack of rares, and almost 2 stacks of uncommons. So yeah, we're actually doing okay. I guess what I'd like to do is break down all these uncommons and, you know, try to rebuild them even higher up. But that might wait until we have access to legendaries. Oh, that'll be exciting, though. Hold on, I'm gonna rework this a little bit. There we go. And we'll slowly pull out, but still kind of give deference to what comes out of the garbage stream. Ugh. I kind of regret phrasing it that way, but alright, that's happened. Oh, there's no processing units on Volcanus. Why is that? Oh, it's quite literally because they're all being eaten. Wow. I guess our processing unit production is, pretty trash. No, it's not actually that bad. It's just we go through a lot when we're launching rockets. Alright, fair. I guess something that I should think about: where to put the rocket silo, where to put the cargo landing pad. Actually, cargo landing pad can go here. It's pretty, it's not a super useful patch of land right there, but it's still right next to the heat pipes, so that is kind of the interesting thing. Just how much heat pipes are a major thing. Okay, electricity is being provided to these extra pumps. No, wait. Oh, there's 2 more patches of crude oil. Imagine if the Logibots freeze. They kinda do. They use 5 times as much power to operate. For reference, literally everywhere else is 1%. So they are very, very power hungry, unfortunately, but I kind of have to work with what I got. Oh, interesting. It doesn't look like, cryoplants can melt ice. Well, okay, I guess that does kind of make sense. It's a cryoplant. Then again, can generate 150 degree fluoroketones, so I don't know what's up with that. Yes, we temporarily generated 200 megawatts. Just not very much. Not around here. But yes, I should really go through and, at the very least, let's... try and be a little, like, economical with our, refined concrete. Actually, why am I being economical with my refined concrete? I don't need to do that. Well, kinda. That's right. The limiting factor is the fact that Fulgora is not doing well. Rocket-wise. Shoot. This is for the pipes. We run these pipes down a ways. Guess pipes will run this way. I can capture, you know, a lot of the rest of the lithium brine up a bit later. But for right now, I don't care quite that much. I should make some more platform. How do I get platform? A bunch of ice and a bunch of ammonia made in an assembly machine. Oof. There we go. We'll start making some ice platform. I think I get, it is slightly ammonia positive. Yeah, because it's 50 ice, but only 400 ammonia. So I get 100 ammonia in profit. Which is garbage, but hey, it lets me get rid of a lot of this ice. And that's what I really need. What happens if I recycle one of these? I get the ice. Yeah. That's the one thing I don't want. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll definitely end up adding a, adding an ice, deleter. Yeah, so we'll just let that chug away. Alright. There we go. So soon enough we'll have lithium brine. Which will be nice. In the meantime, we're almost done with our fluoride ketone production. Has the Red Dwarf managed to get its circuits yet? No. Oh, okay. Not enough to fill a rocket. It's gonna wait until there's 300. You know what? That's fine. That can hang out. Alright, so we got fluoroketones here. What else do I need? I need lithium plates and I need ice. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to figure out how I'm actually gonna get ice. Because I guess I'll want to make these autonomously and then the bots can do some automatic expansion, I guess. Honestly, take up to 500 of those. I guess that is kind of the main thing that we need imported, but yeah. Also, tell it to import refined concrete. Oh, uranium. Yeah, uranium cells. Yeah. Put in 6 of those. I'll let them chew along. Alright. Should be good to connect this. Ah. I, missed a few important things. There we go. That's that one hooked up, and then this last one I just have to run, get a little more platform, a little more concrete, and a little more heat pipes. When do we get underground heat pipes? Oh, I wish. I wish so much. Okay. How bad's the heat? Heat should be fine, actually. Cool. Yay! So now we've got, almost the entire oil field, plumbed. We just have these 2 patches down here at the bottom. And that's all the oil for a long, long ways. Actually, do I have a radar on me? I don't. I can make one, though. Not a concern. I imagine I do need to, heat the radar, yeah. Guess just means, finding some, garbage land. Okay, but not too garbage. Oh, actually, no, I could replace one of these solar panels. There we go. Cool. That actually almost gives me, full base coverage. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find, Oh, I have to place it, like, all the way over here if I wanted to be able to cover those, fluorine. Okay. Well, here is about optimal. Oh, never mind. Yeah, okay. Alright, so this will cover everything but the extra fluorine expansions, but that will hopefully take a while. Because the only thing that this crap is used for is making the fluoroketones. And we do get to recover a lot of those. A lot of that stuff, so... yeah. Ah, alright, so so the lithium brine. Shoot, I do still have to mix that crap with ammonia. Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? Yeah, well, whatever. Oh, interesting. These heat pipes go up a little and then down a little. There's some weird logic going on with them, I guess. It'll be nice once we can start getting the lithium brine going. I guess I should set up a cryo plant somewhere. Uh... It genuinely might be easier to get it done on the right rather than the left. That's wild. Alright, well... Oh, I'm out of pipe. Okay. I've got some pipe to grounds left. There. Well, there's the pipeline for the lithium brine all figured out. I think the red dwarf might be done. No. There's only 200 on the planet. Oh shoot, wait, is that the cap? That might be the cap. That is the cap. There we go. Definitely doesn't help. How's the Ecolo hauler? Oh, nice. It's actually, building out. I do find it kind of interesting how they haven't sent up the thrusters yet. But all in due time, I guess. Still got a lot more to build. Oh yeah, I guess I also maybe could have spent some time refining the design, slimming it up. I don't know. Alright, well, there's power to the pump jack. Then I guess we'll go for 800C before we eat the lithium section. Crap, you take lithium plates. Actually, you know what? Since it's kind of stuck waiting on some stuff, we'll order pipes from Volcanus. Surely I won't need more than 200 of them. So, although it does occur to me that this means it'll take a bit longer for the processing units to build back up. Whatever. Oh, I am glad to be going through all this ice, though. I do not want to be holding ice. Cold. Go. Such a short trying to keep everything like charged and ready and stuff. Oh, I have the advanced circuits on me, so... Oops. Alright, we'll at the very least put down a thing. And then we'll swap it out once I actually get some advanced circuits, which can't I pick those up from Eldora? We have just a stupid amount of them. Yeah, I would call that amount stupid. Yeah, we're literally having to delete them. There we go. Oh yeah, I still need to get ammonia. Right. Ooh, that doesn't travel nearly as far as I'd hoped. Shoot. No, that gets me a little closer. Nice. It's nice to tab in and see that. Alright, how were the rocket launchers doing? If I can find them. Yeah, just chugging along, really. Huh, you know, importing, from Nauvis may have been a much better idea. At least, Nauvis has everything, so we just have to wait for a rocket to show up. Which, I mean, to be fair, I don't know how long that would have taken. Oh, nice. Looks like we might actually be fully good on Space Platform Foundation for this. Cool. Okay, well, looks like we might soon be able to finish physical projectile damage 11. Aw, so close. I just need one more platform. And then I'll be able to hook up the lithium line fully. Not that I have the the heat to spare. Yeah, to be honest, what I probably should have done, I probably should have had a separate heat line. No, that's not really possible. Dang. I don't know. Because it's just like, for most of the base, it just has to hit 30C across everywhere, and we're golden. But this specifically requires 500C. And that causes problems. Alright, cool. So just give that 6 minutes, and then we'll have physical projectile damage 11. Just a teensy bit more. But it's all we really need. Yep, that pump jack stopped due to being full. Yeah, base is just kind of sitting here. Frozen, as it were. And we now have the heat line fully hooked up, so that's cool. So now all we're really waiting on is just for the red dwarf to be able to come back, which, it finally finished. Actually, we're not even done. Still needs to pick up holmium plates. And pipes. And refined concrete. Kind of a lot of things, actually, but meh. It'll get there in the end. Alright, but that's okay. Actually, we might then be able to have, some cryoscience for Nauvis to chew on. That circuitry does take ag packs. Dang. It is only a 500 research. Oh, but legendary quality. Shoot. Okay, I have to. I really do just have to. And just for the sake of finishing the game, there we go. That's our science lineup. Hold on, what? Why is there a real signal? Oh, yeah, okay, that's right, because I kind of disconnected this. Like, why is there a real signal just sitting there, menacingly? Alright. Oh yeah, duh. It's they have to import some of the various other supplies too, but Nauvis gets those supplies from other spots, so really we're all fine. It is kind of satisfying looking at these big stacks. Lovely desynced rockets. Okay, Red Dwarf is stopped at Fulgora, which means Fulgora is now going to be attempting to satisfy, which it's starting with the refined concrete of all things, but you know what, that's fine. Oh, we already have pipes. Oh, that's right, we got the pipes from Vulcanus. Alright, so it's going to take 3 rocket launches to satisfy. 2 of them will be refined concrete, and then the last will be a massive load of holmium plates. To be honest, I'm just glad that I'm finally getting rid of all this ice. There we go. No more ice in my pockets. Thank you. Yeah, there's not even a whole lot I can do with it. Yeah, basically nothing I can do by hand. Oh yeah, honestly, we're just gonna tell the Aquilo hauler. Like, just... yeah. We're gonna import. The processing units... honestly, I think we might even import the rocket fuel. And we're definitely gonna import the LDS. Which is gonna be a little bit of a pain. Because LDS doesn't stack super well. Stacks to 200 in rockets at least, so... actually, rocket parts. Yeah, okay, and we only need 50 to make a rocket, so that's cool. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, this will also import just all the supplies needed to build a rocket, because I mean, for one, there's no ores. There's nothing out here. And even if there was, it would honestly just be too painful to consider actually bothering with. So we're not going to. Oh, you know what? Yeah, if it weren't for the fact that we're currently receiving something. Actually, we might be receiving it now. There we go. Physical projectile damage 11. Which gave us, yeah, just a bit more damage on cannon shells and gun turrets and bullets. You know, just making things just that little teensy bit better. Oh, no, okay. They haven't even loaded the darned rocket yet. Oh, whatever. If I thought about it sooner, I would have thought to also grab a Roboport, because I currently don't have one of those, and that's kind of important. But, alright, there's the rocket prepped. Oh, well, yeah, and I guess the Echo Hauler's kind of still tying up all of Nauvis's rockets. Although, yeah, we now officially have more Space Platform Foundation than we'll actually need to fully build this thing out. That's kind of nice. So at the end of the day, it still ended up being our rocket construction capabilities, even though we're able to make, 5 rocket silos constantly. Although, granted, they are prodded rocket silos, so they are a bit slower. Oh, hey, we got an uncommon nuclear reactor. Heck yeah. Kinda forgot that we've just still had this going. What other fun things do we have? An epic heat exchanger? Including, and a bunch of uncommon crap. Yeah. Oh yeah. When it comes to like some of the quality specific stuff, I'm probably gonna have to make that a manual load. But, won't be a problem. Okay, what can I work on? Mining productivity... Rocket fuel productivity would be nice, but that's another ag science, so... Screw it, mining productivity, I guess. I mean, that does also apply to, like, our pump jacks, so... It's definitely well worth it. Oh yeah, I need to refuel that thing at some point. I don't know if I actually care right now, though. Alright, so we got that. Just head to Aquilo. 1.5 giganewtons of thrust. Yeah, our rockets are still continuing to actually function pretty well. I'm actually pretty happy about it. Not quite sure how comfortable I am with our ammo manufacturing, but we are capable of dealing about 1 rocket per second. We just I don't actually know what is our rocket consumption. Yeah, so it goes from 0 Okay, so 2 per second, which means, you know, we are guaranteedly draining the belts. Okay, so it looks like we estimate, we'll call it 20 per minute when sitting still around Aquilo. Which does mean that we quote-unquote recharge. Oof, wow. So if we say, what, 360 per minute? Which is, 6 per second, while in transit. Yeah, I might have to see what I can do to slap in a bit more production, because that's not great. Because that means while in transit, you know, we cap out at losing 5 rockets every second. That's a lot. Alright. Oh, send down the recyclers. These bots. Not pipes. Oh, goodness, yeah. Okay, so, and I have to request these, and, these. Alright, bots, at long last, we have them. We also have Holmium now. I'm pretty happy about. What else did I need the Holmium for? Oh, fusion cells. That's right. Which, well, not technically, blocked and, Aquilo only. It's effectively Aquilo only because, again, can't move ammonia. Alright. Well, I mean, now that we've got the Holmium, I guess... Oh, that's right, we have Holmium. We also just have pipes. Somewhere. There. Which, I'm actually gonna just convert a couple into, you know, the cooler pipes. Or hotter pipes. You know, the other pipes. Oh yeah, that's right. I have bots now. I also have armor that absolutely... Well, no. I do have portable fission reactor, which is good, because these are producing 300 watts apiece. Ouch. Oh yeah. Let me, I'll keep it there. Alright, and then that should be everything. Well, except for automated Holmium, delivery. Oh yeah. Can I fit... these? I can, surprisingly enough. Oh, okay. That inserter's, frozen solid. Feels kind of gross to have to do that, but, I mean, needs must. And hold. Okay, so we'll save over 100 and ice. Also over. Nope, Gleba Holler's out of space. What are you full of this time? Garbage is the answer. Honestly, maybe I should upgrade this to the next tier of design. I don't know. Probably not. Alright. Hey, welcome in, Fellisher. Welcome in. I'm doing surprisingly well considering how tired I am. Yeah, actually, honestly, you actually kind of popped in at a pretty good time. We're turning on the lithium brine pump. And hopefully... Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like we'll freeze out all the other crap. So, yeah, we'll be making our first cryopacks. Pretty much just as soon as the heat finishes propagating. Little climactic there. Oh wow, that actually takes a little while, doesn't it? Oh yeah, mining rate's not super great. I don't really want to deal with the rest of the pump jacks, I'll be honest. Yeah. I imagine this is probably actually fairly common, but at this point I'm just like, I'm giving up. I am just going to straight up ship the stuff to make a rocket to Aquilo. Including the rocket fuel, like, whatever small amounts of rocket fuel that I get from here, they're burner fuel. Oh, geez, especially given how, I do appear to be, kind of nuking the temperature a bit. Ah, nice. Oh wait, that's right. All science packs have a capacity and thus a durability. Rocket fuel's all I can produce locally anyway. Yeah. But honestly, the production of it is kind of crap and takes away from some of my other stuff, so it's like, do I even want to be making any of it locally? Or should I just import all of it? I am worrying a bit about the temperature now, though. I do need to keep it above 500 or the base shuts down. But I mean, we have our first cryopack, so that's an accomplishment. Oh yeah, I guess probably one of the next things would also be to figure out how to tie this lithium line down to the fresh fluoroketone line. But meh. That's a me problem. You make excessive fuel. Would almost consider exporting it if the blue chips weren't so annoying for the rockets. Okay, fair. I can fill in some of the little holes. But yeah, fair enough that it's a me problem. Granted, most of my issues come from the fact that just dealing with all the ice that this process that I get is just so awful. It's kind of nuked all my ammonia production. But I don't know. It's not that bad. Okay, cool. And it looks like I've gotten the heating towers to 500. Also have a dozen heating towers around the base boosting heat and ship around the fuel. Don't know if the numbers bear out, but it feels more efficient. Fair enough. Yes, spreading out the heat towers is a good idea. Not because of like direct efficiency, but just heat, heat transfer. You don't have to worry about it as much. Very lovely. Now that I can finally just shift place things. Alright, got the pump jacks. Gotta get the pipes figured out, which is gonna be fun. Just, this needs to be underground. Certainly changes the way you build things. Oh. Okay. I'll fix that in a moment then. Nope, wait, gotta leave a gap there. Actually, no, the gap's gonna have to be here. Hold on, let me make some more of these. Because otherwise I just straight up will forget a lot of this crap. Actually, no, that doesn't work. Damn it. Just makes you learn to love/hate long-handed inserters and undergrounds. Yeah, I guess. But, that's not really an option when it comes to pipes. Which, I guess is, very debatable as to whether that's an acceptable thing or an awful thing. Okay, cool. Heat should remain high enough that I don't lose base power. Still, we have cryo packs. Okay, that's research with cryogenics. Alright, fair enough. Oh yeah, I should place down this rocket silo somewhere. I guess the location of it doesn't really matter. Because I'm basically gonna feed this thing with Logibots, I've decided. Building things around just gets kinda awkward. Oh, definitely feeling the 5 times cost on some of these things. Alright, well, there's the rocket silo placed. What'll we ship? Well, these blue bottles that I've found. Okay. Let's get back to messing with these pump jacks up here. Okay. Some of these pumps figured out. I guess this isn't too bad. I guess this does mean that I do have to do that, 'cause... Okay. I'm kind of stumped right here, actually. I guess I have to rotate that like that. There we go. Alright, that gets, most of these figured out. Actually, what if I rotated it like that? What does that get me? Okay. I think that works, actually. So now it's just power. And actually, running the start of the heat to this thing. Oh. Oh, there's one more down here. Alright. Oh, and also, running the whole thing down as well. That's kind of important. Oh, goodness. Aquilo. Okay, just temporarily, I just need, a chest and an inserter. So I wanna stockpile a whole bunch of cryo packs. So what's first on the cryo shopping list? Gambling. Yeah, I also considered the quantum processor. Then the fusion reactor, just to play with it. But, yeah, honestly, the gambling, because, even if I don't plan to, increase my gambling very well, very much, this at the very least means that I now have the ability to get really lucky. But yeah. And then, here's the endgame science, from my understanding. This is, the equivalent of the rocket silo. Because from my understanding, I just need to get to here. Once I get here, I get the you win screen. course, not that we're stopping there. Oh, actually, that's right. I need to import stuff from Navis anyway, because I need the rocket supplies. Actually, how close is the Eklo hauler to functionality? Not super close, but getting pretty close at least. But yeah. Yeah, I probably won't do the captive biter spawner thing for a good little while, because I don't really have too much of a use to make another one of those things. Plus, it's a bit of an awkward recipe, because it can only be done on Navis, but it takes cold fluoroketones, which means I'd have to ship them. Foundation will definitely come in handy, but again, I want that legendary quality first. In fact, yeah, no, this order actually isn't too bad. Oh, geez, yeah. Oh, yeah, and the quantum processors have to be made on either Aquilo or up in space. Yeesh. Yeah, probably not. Not gonna worry about that for now. Yes, though, what I do have to worry about is how in the hell I'm gonna figure this out. Solar System Edge is like first rocket launch. Prometheum science is akin to old white science, though a lot more work, and then actually reaching the Shattered Planet has no real equivalent. It's just a lot of work. Yeah, yeah, and after chatting with with Black Kitten, I'm like, yeah, that's probably going to be the end point of this Factorio series. Is going to be the Shattered Planet. I want to go there and be like, hey, I got there. Even though I don't even think there's an achievement for reaching it. Well, no, there might be. I know there's a couple for going distances. 60 megameters is the furthest achievement. But it's 4 gigameters. Wow. To get all the way there. So yeah, the game won't even acknowledge that you made it that far, but we'll know. We'll know, and that's the important part. Nobody was meant to reach it per se, it was just meant as a goal. Now there's a fascinating star map with each person that achieves it adding a star to the map. Really? Oh well, probably not in-game, it's probably a community thing, but still, that'll be cool. Yeah, just to be able to say, hey, I made it. That's... Shoot, that's not gonna work. Oh, I'm out of heat pipe. I am out of heat pipe. Wow. Dang. Well, I'll remove this one just so that I can hook up this one and at least get the rest of these going. Oh, okay, this one won't work because it needs one more. Just right there. Perfect. Okay, well, they're all working. Oh, this doesn't work, though. Oh, wait, what am I doing? this actually will work. Partly just because, you know, I have to do some weird shenanigans. Oh, that's spicy. Hmm. Eh? Oh. Yeah, it's just Factorio being actually brain dead. No, wait, it can't be placed there. Oh, except will have to be placed in this incredibly awkward setup, which I can mitigate slightly. Oh well, at the very least I'm, you know, almost done. Yeah, in fact, it's pretty much just, I just need some more heat pipe. Which is, again, wild. Okay, so you need to go to Nauvis. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot I was researching mining productivity. What is that? Plus 10%, so I went from 40 to 50%. It's not a huge bonus, but, you know, anything helps. And I guess even better news, I'm sure the Aquilo hauler's getting pretty close to finished. Yeah, it just needs one more batch of this foundation stuff, and then just laser turrets, rocket turrets, gun turrets, cargo bays, asteroid collectors, crushers, thrusters. I'll have to manually feed it the steam turbines, though. Those are... yeah. Ugh. Feels kind of gross to do that. Actually, I guess I can remove that one. Because that'll get covered by this tile. Okay. Oh yes, and now I still have to figure out this. I'll be real. I have no idea how I'm gonna manage this. Because it almost works. There's just this one frozen pipe. I mean, okay, I guess if I immediately undergrounded again, I can do that. Still feels just awful and stupid, but, I mean, if that's what it takes. Okay, so what do I need? I need some heat pipe. I'll take 100 more heat pipe. That should be enough for a little bit. Okay, what other supplies do I need? That's mainly it. Especially since the Aquilo hauler will be up and ready to go pretty soon here. I mean, look at this. It's got thumb thrusters. Oh, nice, and it even has a couple asteroid collectors, so... Oh, but it's missing some of the important ones. Ah, for the love of... Oh, it must be 32,000 to get another artillery shell boost, but I do kinda need it. Here, actually, you know what? Processing unit productivity. So, I am actually occasionally having problems with those. Alright. It is nice of them that the frozen refined concrete retains the full speed bonus. I would have half expected them to, cut it by 30% because, it's cold and you're slipping. Alrighty. So yeah, heat pipes, uranium fuel cells. Oh, that's gonna take ages for that to fill. Oh, we're just missing two, but it's two of the most important ones, because right now, none of these asteroid collectors are actually able to collect right now. Why must you do this to me, game? Especially now that the Red Dwarf is tying up Nauvis a little. Eh. Whatever. It's fine. Oh wow, two hours already. Alright, we have 84 cryopacks, which is an equivalent to 168. That's, not enough. But it's okay, we'll get there. Oh, that's right. That's another thing that I wanted from Nauvis. Roboports. Well, I guess I really should tell the Red Dwarf to stop making rocket requests for a little bit while the Aquilo hauler get some of the last supplies it needs. Actually, what I'll do is turn that off. Turn that off. Okay, 6 of those, and then you need 2 rares and an epic turbine. Do we have those? No. Well, if nothing else, I can at the very least toss in the 2 rares. You know, and while I'm setting up custom mounts of stuff... Gleba Hauler keeps getting stuck. Oh, oops. To normal quality of those. That's all we got. Okay. Still got a bit of room. Ah, nice. We got the Roboports. We're just needing a little bit more of that. I guess in theory I might be able to get away with just a third rare. Yeah, let's just go for a third rare. Be easier. Alright, so deliver to the Eklo Hauler. Just downgrade that on the blueprint. It should be fine. Cool. So yeah, now it's just missing a whole bunch of defenses, but at the very least, we're now collecting resources. Right? No, okay. A bunch of these still aren't working. Okay. Isn't this one working? Oh, no, okay. That's not a direct connect. It goes through that gun turret that isn't placed yet. Alright, so... yeah, only one collector works. Well, it'll at least get to collect a couple things, I guess. Plus, it's now requesting things like, you know, the processing units, repair packs, uranium fuel cells. And actually, I guess, yeah, this is now basically capped out, so... we'll send it to Fulgora first. Maybe? I don't know. Oh no. Yeah, oh geez, yeah. Hopefully you're doing a bit better. Trust me, I know how nasty some of that stuff can be. Alright. The Eklo Hauler is, close to finished. It's still missing a bunch of thrusters, but most importantly, it's missing guns. It's missing a lot of guns. And unfortunately, I need the guns to carry circuit signals. Because right now, we only have a single asteroid collector that functions. In hindsight, it may have been a bit of a mistake to do it this way, to turn on the logistics requests, but eh. Oh, yes, our stocks are too low. And I don't even know where I'm getting the stocks for these. Right here, as it happens. Alright, so Red Dwarf's got all it needs. I guess it'll just pick up some extra holmium plates and refined concrete and... Yeah, had a bad idea. Still want to see how viable it is. Wonder if you turned a whole ship into a casino to generate legendary iron and made legendary basic ammo. How far could I get with just gun turrets? Oh, yeah. Heh, yeah. I guess it would actually be kind of tricky, because, like, yeah, you could kind of start with this, with the molten iron to iron plates recipe. But... Oh, yeah, no, because, yeah, recycling it's just going to get you the iron plates back. Although I think you can slot quality modules into recyclers. Use that to maybe possibly upcycle things a little bit. Fair enough. And then legendary basic ammo is 12.5. Ooh, yeah, that's only a little over twice as good as the basic ones. It's really not all that much. You know what, let's not go for that. Oh yeah, and it occurs to me, you could do recycling upscale or just asteroid reprocessing to get quality chunks and then regular smelted en masse. Fair. Also, why is Nauvis not sending me guns? It sent me the thrusters, so alright, I have everything but the guns. And unfortunately, the guns are required to make my collectors work. I swear, if you know what, turn these off. The next rockets Nauvis makes had better be for sending up guns. Because that's all I need and all I want. No, Nauvis is having power problems. Huh. How about that? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I'm having some heat dissipation problems. Just kind of tells me I need to rework stuff. Hi, Luna. Do you need something? No, you just want on my lap? Okay. Yes. Oh, you know what? She's probably a little confused that I'm awake at this hour. I've been having hard time with my sleep schedule for a little bit. I sleep in a bit too much for that other time slot, but also haven't really been able to make this. That might not be enough. Oh yeah, the heat exchangers. Yeah, I don't think the heat exchangers are quite able to keep up either, which is, you know, its own problem. Alright, let's see, what can I do to try to mitigate this? Unfortunately, nothing that wouldn't require I sever the line. Well, do we have offshore pumps? We do. Oh, okay. You hang out on the window, Luna. No? You're immediately coming back. Gaddy. You confound me. Alright. Oop. Careful, cat. Just upgrade planner some of the boilers and turbines. Old ones will go into storage only downside. Yeah. I'm a bit less concerned about that and more just, you know. Yeah. Alright. It was more just the fact that I have to, like, move the water so that I can have more space to put down heat exchangers and turbines. Well, mainly just heat exchangers, because I think, I don't think the turbines are the actual problem here. No, actually. It is the turbines. Wow. There we go. But adding those to the network should help. You know, that adds a whole 21 megawatts. And believe it or not, the biggest power draws are the foundries and the electromagnetic plants. Who would have figured? Oh, nice. Got a whole bunch of biolabs. None of them quality. That's great. Just keep cycling labs, I guess. Yes, hello, Luna. Alright. Although granted, it's not got super great quality modules in there either. Half the reason it created a stack of labs for non-Gleben research when single pack speed isn't critical to the spam, or works just fine. That's fair. Yeah, I had dozens of them in storage. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna do it. We're gonna cut the water. Alright, there we go. And then some extra heat exchangers. We should be good there. Yeah, Kitty does a yawn. She's eepy. She's a kitty. And kitties are always eepy. Oh, some damage? Oh. From some task or something being done near Johnny's area. Honestly, I kind of need to figure out what I want to do with Johnny, because I'll admit it would be rather nice to be able to have my artillery wagons set to auto fire. You know, even though they couldn't fire nearly as far. They could still fire really, really far. But I can't have them set to auto-target unless they're literally, like, right next to Johnny. Like, I could fit, like, a couple turrets. And that's it. Anyway. Oh good, the Equilo Hauler finally got everything it needed. Ay. Yeah, well, we're starting to process at least. There we go. Ah, alright, nice. Finally starting to charge some of that up. 'Cause yeah, unfortunately the circuit condition here doesn't quite work because it's based on Steam. I kind of forgot about that. It's really only an issue from a complete blackout scenario, or well, when I'm first filling it out. But yeah, the Equilo Hauler's gonna kind of slowly get itself figured out. And the Red Dwarf can just hang out at Equilo for a little while. I need to get the brush for this cat. The brush is in the other room. And that requires, like, walking or something. I'm not doing that. Okay, stacks to 100. I just have to increase, this to this. There we go. Dang. Oh yeah, that's right. It's just health and research speed. Alright, a little disappointing, but that's fine. Okay, so that's still not ready to go quite yet. Actually, laser damage wouldn't be a bad idea. You'll be careful, kitty. You're gonna slide off my lap. Okay, so. Oh, wow, I'm feeling the tiredness. Oh, hold on, we stopped. We're not earning ice. Oh, crap, we're jammed on, ammonia. Oh yeah, I guess that, I really should get around to, automating that. Let's, rip these up. Cool. The Red Dwarf made it, so let's send down those heat pipes and the Roboport. Yes. There we go. I should have done that ages ago. They're right next to the heating towers. Oh, yeah. Just drag up from the tower rather than across. I guess, yeah. Not super concerned on that front, though. But that should basically take care of our heating for the foreseeable future, at least. There we go. Lithium brine. Yep. Cool. Now we're now fully extracting our lithium brine deposit. And just because I can. Oh, we don't have enough concrete. We don't have enough concrete. I can harvest a teensy bit there. Oh, no, it's... Okay, it's, platform that I'm missing. Fair. That makes sense. There we go. Well, at the very least, I can keep an eye on the lithium brine. Which, yeah, is now running at very, very full maximum speed. And now that rocket fuel's being automatically delivered to these heating towers, we shouldn't have issues on overfilling with ammonia for a little while. Yeah, I underestimated how much ice the cryo packs would go through. I guess it makes sense. It's 1 lithium plate, 3 ice, and effectively 3 fluoroketones that I lose. Oh, speaking of lose, let's drop that in. I do need to get around to automating that. I already have a line that I can split, but yeah. Alright, well... Cool. So now, the only two, easily accessible nodes, because, these are going to be a pain to get to. Oh, not a pain, it's just going to take a lot. What's interesting is, unless I'm mistaken with all the steps in the science process, I can do a positive ketone loop? Not quite. I lose half the ketone that I put into my cryopacks. Yeah, because it's 1-to-1 from going from hot to cold. Oh, prods. Oh, I can prod that? Oh, yeah, okay. I wouldn't have thought that they'd respond to prods, but... fair enough, I guess. Yeah, then I guess as long as you achieve... I mean, I guess you'd need 100% productivity, which is a lot. I mean, well, okay. If you're working off of prod 3s, you have 8 slots, so yeah, you'd only need uncommon prod 3s, and then you'd actually be able to get more fluoroketones than you've put into the system. Alright. Yeah. That's kind of funny. There we go. Got a little bit more laser damage. Might help out. Oh, goodness. That is kind of stupid, though. You gotta admit. Oh, that's what else I should have had the I should have picked up from... Alright, whatever. I should have picked up advanced circuits. Fortunately, even if that does work, there's other consumers that need it, and all the other ingredients are still unfortunate. Yeah, but being able to positively cycle fluoroketones is especially useful when you're not on Aquilo and can't make fluoroketones yourself. I'm pretty sure this recipe is not... well, no. This recipe is effectively locked to Aquilo because you can't barrel these fluids. Yeah, I don't know. I actually want to look that one up. That's not how you spell fluoroketone. Fluoro. Nope. The recipes below do not produce extra hot fluoroketone as productivity products. Okay. So, yeah, you can productivity it, but you'd only get more cryopacks. Yeah. Woob unfortunately did think of that. Yeah. Then again, I guess it makes sense, given that, you know, they did do a lot of patching that was basically just their beta testers found ways to cheese stuff. And they had a lot of beta testers doing a lot of crazy things. And so, yeah. Because, yeah, the ability to effectively manufacture fluoroketones without being connected to Aquilo. Bacteria nodes are known for good cheese, yeah. I mean, consider that it's still, you know, a very common and very accepted thing to abuse things like tanks and cars and stuff to reach just a little bit further, or you know, whatnot. There we go. Not that we are keeping up in the slightest with all this, but we at least now can, in theory, heat all 4 of our heating towers. Need to finish watching this one guy who's using cars on a belt like actual cars, so they function kind of like cargo wagons with no engine. Oh yeah, that's right. Vehicles will be pushed by conveyor belts, and so that effectively means you have a cargo wagon that never needs fuel. Not that that's probably that much of a big deal, but yeah. And of course, you had Dosh Washington's mess with the cargo wagons, and how he managed to even re-implement splitters using them, which is, you know, cursed in and of itself. You know what? It's great. This thing's got an infinite jetpack. Oh, you okay, Luna? You seeing a bug? I'm guessing you're seeing a bug. You know, I gotta admit, I did not expect Aquilo to be as empty as it is. Because, like, you know, we take a look at this, Aquila briefing, you know, it only shows a teensy sliver of water. I mean, I guess, like, here you're seeing, I think that's ice platform. But, still. Oh, hey, I found some more oil. Well, if I ever need, more oil, all I have to do is go all the way up here. Man. Man. Unfortunately, I don't think a Spider-Tron could walk over this, so I can't just set commands and not have to hold down buttons for ages. Oh, hey, more oil. Oh, plenty of oil up here. Yeah, more islands, more of the same, usually not larger than the spawn one, but from what you've seen, yeah, and since platforms are kinda free. Yeah. Yeah, then again, it's not like Aquila really has natural resources. It's got crude oil, it's got, you know, fluorine and lithium, and that's basically all that there would be to find. Okay. So I got a little bit stronger explosives. Well... yeah. Plastic. It's plastics time. And the, nest on Nauvis is starving, but it should recover pretty soon. There we go. Nest is no longer starving. Oh, hey. It's a relatively sizable island. Is there anything on it? Yeah, there's lithium. Alright, well, I got sources for some extra fluorine, extra lithium, and extra stuff. I have an alert for it being hungry. My alert is the 2 dozen laser turrets vaporized a biter. It just spawned again. Yeah, pretty much the only reason that I care so much is just because it takes effort to go, recapture it. And Factorio as a game is all about expending a lot of effort so that you can stop expending effort. So if I can, keep an eye on it. Granted, yeah. Rocket turrets can accept capture rockets. Would they automatically fire at the nests, though? Because I know that nests are target exempt, from the other turrets. I don't know if that applies to the rockets, though. Although I guess even if it was target exempt, I should be able to manually specify. Yeah. Yeah, I could just manually specify to attack the nests. Because surely it wouldn't still be target exempt in that case. Okay, where's all the calcite, though? Oh, that's right. I've got a priority output splitter. Don't remember if you have to specify, but that does indeed work. I don't pay attention to whether it's fed or not. If it runs out, it just gets captured again when the next load comes in. Fair. Okay. Oh, well, okay. I was thinking to myself, that, while we're still not at full efficiency and, full protectedness, on this thing, we don't even have, our ammo belt fully filled out. Yeah, it'd be enough for us to, fly to Fulgora and have that take care of itself. But then I remembered, oh yeah, that's not really gonna work here. Alright. Yeah, screw it. More LDS. Yeah, and then I kind of realized, oh yeah, since there's not any calcite, we don't have any fuel to go to Fulgora. There we go. Still not producing a whole lot, but it's more than enough for now. We just need the rockets to go a little bit. I really just want to get far enough in that I start dealing with actual, actual asteroids. Almost called them meteorites, and I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm tired. But luckily it does turn out that we are still able to produce a decent amount of thrust, and as an added benefit, we're actually being efficient for once. I didn't realize that this motion actually made sound. Neat. Oh, hey, nice. There we go. This is why I wanted to really make the trip to Fulgora. Not just to pick up the supplies that we're gonna need to pick up there, which, you know, that is pretty nice. Oh, you know what? While you're over here, mind picking up some shopping for me? Thanks. Yeah, see, there we go. Things are actually even turning off some of the time. Okay, and then that should be enough to actually to get us the rest of the way to Fulgora. Almost looks like I could do with more ice crushers. Maybe. Yeah, maybe, actually. Granted, like, if you look, we're actually building up on the calcite line here. It's just kind of, you know, some more of the issue where it's having to build up and having a bit of a hard time with that. It's not the worst, it's just that that's the next bottleneck. Fair enough. Oh, nice. Now officially stopped at Fulgora. So it's just gonna make the 2 requests, and, yeah, we're doing pretty well. And just about got the thrusters filled up. Oh, nice. Now at the point where there's a little bit in the tanks, too. Well, we've been going... Oh, wow. Almost 3 hours. Ooh, you volunteered for 8 hours of overtime. Oh, wow. Like I'm no lawyer, but I'm pretty sure that 8 hours of overtime in one day might not even be legal. That, I don't know. At the very least, it doesn't sound practical at all. You know, of just like, like you'll be able to physically be there for the 8 hours, but oh, okay. Overtime for the week, not all in one day. Okay, that is a major difference. Okay, four tens. Okay, so that's 2 extra hours of overtime. All right, that is way more reasonable. I mean, it's still not great, and you know, still the concerns of you're gonna physically be there, but I don't know if you'll have the energy to function. You know, to kind of be on top of things. There we go. Alright, cool. We're processing iron, we're filling up the tank. Even the steam tanks are slowly starting to fill. They'll fill a lot more once we stop having to produce fuel. And so all the water can actually just go straight into the turbines. Well, straight into the heat exchangers. Yeah, especially how yesterday / this morning went. Personally, I'm okay, but it was a mess, and I tried to think about what it'll still be like when I go in later. Yeah. Alright, cool. Well, at least the Eklo hauler will be basically ready to go pretty soon. Had a tornado warning and sheltered for an hour. Ooh. But the building's drain failed. Oh, that is nasty. And yeah, I actually haven't really encountered a tornado, thankfully. Cause where I grew up, we not really somewhere tornado showed up. There were earthquakes. In fact, there was actually an earthquake while I was streaming. I was playing Hollow Knight, I believe. Actually, yeah, I was doing the Coliseum of Fools, and just everything started kind of shaking back and forth. And I'm like, oh, hold on, there's an earthquake. So if I vanish, my network connection got nuked. Every year it feels, but they miss you directly. Yeah, I've gotten a few warnings with where I live now, but I haven't actually run into one, thankfully. I don't know if I could even if I could handle that. Alright, I do kind of want the supplies from here, but I don't think we're definitely not in a state to make the trip. I mean, we did get another level of stronger explosives, so I guess maybe we might go through go through rockets a little slower, but I don't know about that. Alright. Gotten anywhere with the steam quite yet? No. Still having a hard time keeping up, but granted that's also just because we're still doing the fueling. Bah. Oh, hold on. We're having grabber issues. Inserter issues. There we go. I feel bad for the mess first shift will have, because we had to evacuate everything. Oh, wait, no. Since you evacuated first, everything just got left out was while we were running, nothing put away or closed out. Yeah. To be honest, I feel like chances are they probably won't know about the tornado warning and the evacuation. They'll just be like, what the hell were these people doing? Man, considering we're stopped at Fulgora, I'm kind of surprised that we're getting just garbage in terms of, our asteroid drops. Pretty sure Fulgora is the one with the highest, oxite? No. No, it's, metallic. It's the highest there. Interesting. Oh, well, no. I know Aquilo has, a ton. Let's highlight the route. Yeah, the big oxide asteroids. It'll all be in the nightly reports, and even the boss showed up to help with cleanup. Yeah, and of course, there will still be grumbling. That's just kind of expected, to be honest. I do like how the huge asteroids only barely fit in the item preview. Of course, you find it on the solar system edge and beyond. Yeah, that's right. And then the Promethium, we need Promethium asteroid chunks. A cryoplant in space. Which also means that you have to ship up biter eggs, which is going to be, interesting. To put it mildly. What would even happen if a What would happen if a biter spawned on the platform? Like, would they somehow just act like they would on the planets? And just walk on things and, bite everything? I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of funny to watch one hatch, and then just slowly float away. Due to the complete lack of gravity. Oh. %53% and 56%. Still amuses me how, there ends up being a bit of a difference there. Let's see, what are the counts? Oh, okay, has to be 50. Hi, Simba. So I'm not entirely sure what that particular meow of his means. The best we've got so far is that he's just looking for people, but he did those meows while staring directly at me. So he knows I'm here. I don't know, maybe he just wanted to check to make sure that I'm okay. So me responding to it kind of satisfies that. I guess that would kind of make sense, because it doesn't seem like he's, just looking for a person. But, I don't know. Circuits. 2.2k on the bullets, so we're more than fine there, but only 140 spare rockets floating around on the belts. Decent spread, though, at least. Yeah, that's right. It's because the coal synthesis does take water. There's, not a whole lot of that. Alright, we'll just do this. at least make it so that we're not just holding on to some extra oxide for no reason. Not even, like, noticeable to the system either, which is honestly kind of the worst part. Yeah, and we're reprocessing the other two types too. Dang. Honestly, I just want to get to the point where we hit the 5.8K mark. It's such a weird number. Why did I pick 5,800? Why not 5,000? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, we've stopped producing ice platforms. So we hit our quota. Do these freeze? Unclear, because I accidentally placed it next to a thing. Yes. Ooh. Okay, wow. Actually look pretty nice when frozen. But also our power grid does not like that. I might have to expand the power grid a little bit, because we are running off just a single turbine. Oh yeah, I have electromagnetic plants. I don't think I'll be even really able to use them here. Alright. Fusion will make power problem of the past. Sadly, it doesn't generate heat. Yeah, that was one of the things that I found kind of funky. Is that because it doesn't generate heat, it's kind of weird that way. Oh, you know what? I really should have just, you know, made sure I had an ammonia tanks sitting somewhere. That would have solved a lot of my problems. Put that there, and then have to run a little bit of extra pipe, but there we go. You know, because basically I already have a tank for the ice. That's, you know, this water tank, which I periodically empty. But, yeah, might as well have an ammonia tank, too. Magleeva haulers. Not doing great. Okay, we'll cut that down to 1,000. That should make that stop. Although I was noting something kind of funky, and that is that fusion cells are only 5 times better than uranium cells. There it is. Yeah, because it's 40 gigajoules per, and, you know, stack size of 50. Although at the very least, the fluoroketone isn't lossy. It is a perfectly... fuel only burns as needed. 0 waste. Ah! Okay. So it behaves more like the boilers and less like the nuclear reactor. Fair enough. Plus, I know there is some weirdness with, like, they, like, technically have a neighbor bonus, but, like, with each other. Yeah, neighbor bonus without fusion reactors greatly increases the plasma temperature. Then they're larger, so a hex grid can create 6 neighbors. Heh, okay, fair enough. Ah, okay, fusion generators can be linked and transfer plasma to each other. Oh, but they're not bidirectional, so you kind of have to, like, do some, like, funky alternating. Neat. It outputs heated coolant equal to the amount of plasma can be cooled in the cryo plant. It looks like it's 2 fusion generators per reactor. Of course, assuming they're quality matched. Yeah, and each fusion reactor can handle only 100 megawatts at a time, which is surprisingly low. Oh well, it consumes 100 megawatts of fusion fuel. Hold on, let me double check. Nope, okay. That does correspond to 100 megawatts. Generators themselves are a pain to align, especially for neighbor bonus scaling, but it's not impossible. Yeah, and plus it's like a, you do it once, and then you're good. Speaking of good, what are we doing here? Almost to the 5,800 mark. But yes, oh nice, and fuel and oxidizer's almost full too, which will help. Oh nice. I can now just turn that back to what it should be. Alright, cool. Apart from the fact that we just kind of need to let the rockets charge up, because based on tests with the Red Dwarf, rocket consumption can be pretty nasty. I mean, it spikes at like 300. No? What? It's weird. These peaks don't make sense. They're at only 108 per minute. Granted, I suppose there's some weirdness. Alright, so, but at the very least... So I guess that means 2 rockets per second. When traveling to and from Aquilo. And, 1 every 4 seconds while sitting at Aquilo. And of course, peaks and troughs get a lot weirder once you're actually, hanging out. But alright, well that's good to know. It means I can theoretically go send it off without having to worry too much about it. And I guess in theory, if I was feeling especially daring, I could try to just make the trip regardless. At least, if that makes sense. I think I might be able to, actually. How many rockets do I have spare? About 250. So... that's basically 4 minutes. And I can make the trip faster than that. Although with the gapping on the belts, you know, I could theoretically run into problems there. Yeah, the more I move, the more I can produce. Yeah, because right now I'm just stuck waiting on asteroids to show up. Oh, granted, you know, it's still a lot faster than it would be if I were just hanging out around Nauvis. But, you know, still pretty slow. All right, we'll let these filter through. Because I guess there's also the bit of weirdness of this tank wants to be filled because it's got a pump dedicated to it, which does kind of slow down my production of other stuff. But then again, Aquilow's where all the oxide hangs out, so screw it. Let's just make the trip. Yeah. Let's see. If I check the space map, it is a 30 megameter trip. And we're going a quarter megameter per second. That's a 2-minute trip, in theory. And the estimate was 4 minutes of rockets on the belts. There we go. I mean, look at this. We crushing ice. Okay, yep, we're most of the way there. Getting a little concerned. Well, this thing will definitely make it there, but I don't know how much damage. Don't know if it's gonna start running into damage. Yeah, some of the rocket turrets are running out of ammo. Granted, we have officially made it. We're just, again, out of ammo, but that might be okay. Oof. Yeah, we used basically every rocket we had. But it looks like we're safe for the time being. We're, you know, refilling our rockets. Oh yeah, that's right. And it's generally only the first, the first layer of rocket turrets that are actually firing too. So, yeah, all right. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get more hatches, but that's okay. The turrets are doing their job. Alright, so I need, unfortunately, 2,500 cryo packs. Oh yeah, also we got a bunch of these. Do I have prod modules in the labs? I think I might have some in some of them. No, actually, I don't have any in any of them. Oh, yeah, that's right. I think it's literally just because of the speed loss, and I was just trying to focus on the 120 SPM number. But, yeah, no, that's a good point. But, yeah, I guess I really should get prod modules out there. Question, why did I do it like this? Like, copy them out in a line like that. What the heck? How did I do this? That lined up? I think that's lined up. I don't know why that's red for those two, though. I'm a little concerned, but... red tree's in the way. Alright, cool. Alright. Alright. Well, we're getting the next batch of labs put down for, I guess, burst science. Oh, hold on. What? We're out of red? We're out of red. Also out of green. Belts. We're out of belts. Now we're out of belts. We're out of iron. Why? In what universe are we out? We're out of calcite. Oh. How did that happen? Oh. I guess the Volcanus hauler just got, like, stuck thinking about wanting more belts. I guess Volcanus just wasn't up for surfacing that request? Oh, yeah. Oh! Shoot, did our mine dry up? Our mine dried up. Alright, that makes perfect sense. Alright, so where are our next tungsten mines? I think I might only have one that's actually exposed. Oh, okay, there's a tiny patch of 13. But let's see. That's right at the edge of the territory, not gonna mess with that. Alright, so it looks like it's this one to the south, which... Phew. I'll be able to tap at least most of it. And I guess once I have radar coverage down there, then I should be able to look into shelling the hell out of it. No, cannot build on hot lava. Ah, yeah, okay. There we go. At least kind of queue up a couple things. Oh yeah. Missing instruction bots. Yeah, bots aren't super happy doing this. Yeah, just gotta get past this bit of lava, and then it's relatively smooth sailing there. Oh man. I think I'll probably get the new line set up and then call it a night. Yeah, this is being a little wasteful when it comes to just the sheer number of roboports I'm building. But, because normally it's, you know, long pole, between them, but given I'm having to do some awkward stuff, this is kind of the best I'm getting. I might be able to make this work here, though. There we go. Now that I'm past kind of the worst of the lava fields. Kind of bright, actually. Don't know if that just goes to show how tired I am. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Whole bunch of these are Android, too. Oof, already burned through basically all our tungsten. Crap. I gotta hurry then. Won't quite fit nicely. Yeah, if I'm reading that right. Yep. Alright, well, that should get me visibility down there. Now, next up, gotta run the line. Oh yeah, that's right. The whole can't go past belts and stuff thing. Okay, well, that's a pretty good start. Oh, never mind, actually. Undo that. Okay, do you have elevated rails? You do not. In fact, you barely even have regular rails. Ah! Not great. Oh, you're kidding me. Alright. Well, I have visibility of the patch. Not that I'm gonna be able to, you know, mine the whole thing. To be honest, routing through this lava mess is not gonna be fun. Oh yeah, that's right. I picked up some elevated rail stuff. Not realizing that, not really much of a thing here on Aquilo. I mean, kinda, but not really. They're a bit more of a thing on, you know, Fulgora, and especially, Vulcanus. At least until you end up with enough foundation that you can just say, don't bother elevating, just go through. Oof. Okay, wow. I think I might actually have to, unfortunately, stop here, because, wow, I'm not doing great. I'll, at least do this. Yeah, very unfortunate, but yeah. We at least managed 3.5 hours. Yeah. Yeah, I do kind of want to take it easy, but I also... I mean, I do want to get to the end here. We don't make... Oops. Oh. Okay, well, when we make them, we're just not storing them. There we go. But, yeah, alright. So, we'll have to pick this up next time. I don't know, maybe I'll spend some time off, maybe I'll, or... Nah, I probably won't, set up this tungsten mine off camera. the entire series up to this point's been fully streamed, so yeah. But for now, this is where we call it. As always, though, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you hop into the community Discord, where I post information on timetables, what I'll be streaming next, take some suggestions on, this is a pretty neat artillery station design, I guess. No flamers, though, which I feel like you'll need. But whatever. Anyway, but as always, I've been the Palindrome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all next time. Ta-ta.